First, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank my fellow students, BU faculty and administration, and all the guests that are here today. At 4 years old, Michaela had already been abandoned by her mother and father. She was on her third foster family, and here I was, leaving her too. As I tried to control my own emotions during our last session of play therapy, I reminded myself of the important work we had done over the past year. I had given her a place and a time where she had control, where she could be angry, and where she felt safe. And now, for the first time in Michaela's life, I was helping her learn something most of us take for granted. I was teaching her how to say goodbye. This is one story. It is one story embedded within a larger class narrative that represents the collective experiences of the graduates in this room. A class narrative that after today becomes part of a larger professional narrative that reflects social work's unique roles and responsibilities in the lives of the people and communities it serves. Today I will be sharing with all of you a few stories from this class narrative in the hope that they will illuminate the diverse experiences and skills of the graduates assembled here and illustrate the broad range of roles social workers play in the lives of people and communities. Even more, I hope these stories, and the stories that all of us have and will continue to collect as social workers, when exercised in concert with the unique perspective, responsibility, and united influence of the profession, can highlight the opportunity for our work and our voice to serve as a powerful vehicle for change. Sitting in that room with Jill over time made me feel like I was riding an emotional roller coaster, staying with her abuser of 2 decades one week and leaving the next, always living in the gray area. As part of the termination process, I asked her if she could talk some about what had and had not been helpful for her in our therapeutic relationship. One thing that she said will always stay with me. This is the one place in the entire world where I can come and talk and be myself without judgment. In that final meeting, I realized the impact of our relationship. Jill simply needed a safe, non-judgmental room in which to sit and be herself, and I was able to provide that for her. That is what we social workers do. We sit with people's stuff and we hold it. We hold it until they are ready to hold it themselves. As social workers, we all have stories. Stories of the individuals, groups, and communities that we serve. They are the stories of love and loss, struggle and resilience, victory and defeat, disenfranchisement and hope. They connect with us because they share something with our own journey, or because they illuminate our privilege and the myriad injustices that continue to exist and even thrive in our world. They are the stories of sons and daughters, and mothers and fathers, of people who play the same role in the lives of others as many of today's guests and graduates play in their own. As social workers, we listen to these stories in hopes that in recounting them, clients and communities can gain control of their futures as well as their pasts. But our role within the lives of the clients and communities we serve is not that of passive listener. To the contrary, social workers play an active role as facilitators of change, as caring and compassionate professionals, as agents of empowerment. There is a power to the stories of the individuals, groups, and communities we serve, and the relationships we develop with them. And so it is our responsibility as social workers to give these stories, the stories of marginalized individuals and communities, a voice. Their lives have begun in such different places: Brazil, Haiti, Vietnam, El Salvador, Somalia, and numerous other countries. And many had earlier shared stories of the struggles that had marked their journeys. But for one day, immigrants from across Boston came together in the small office of a senator at the State House to drop off hundreds of letters with the voices of other newcomers, in the hopes that their display of civic strength would influence a powerful decision maker in their new home. As social workers, we must also be storytellers. One of social work's greatest strengths is the diversity and power of the stories we come to know through our work. They provide the profession and its workers with unique perspectives, and through the sharing of these stories, or by ensuring that our clients and communities have the chance to voice their own, give social work an opportunity to be a powerful force in working, advocating, and achieving change. Social workers are everywhere. Hospitals, clinics, schools, local, state, and federal governments, community-based organizations, and nonprofits. We have an equally diverse range of responsibilities and positions within these agencies. Individual and group therapists, case managers, program planners and developers, researchers, policy analysts and makers, teachers, and a host of others.